Well, welcome to the Shih Tzu of Minnesota virtual reunion. And we are so excited today, or I'm so excited today to have Martha Kooiman here. She is the current president of the Shih Tzu Rescue of Minnesota group. And she's got her dog Murphy with us, who will be joining us off and on. You can kind of see him sleeping in the corner there. So welcome, Martha. Tell us, how did you get involved with the Shih Tzu Rescue of Minnesota?
Hi, Cheryl. And I want to say hi to everybody out there in virtual land, too. Actually, all my adopters and people that I've met at the reunion over the years. A lot of you know my story already, but I just will reiterate that about, 16, 17 years ago, I adopted a little Shih Tzu, and I thought that she should have a playmate, as many of you feel the same way, I'm sure. And so in Minnesota at that time, there were no rescues. There were virtually no Shih Tzus out there at shelters that needed to be rescued. And I happened to find a rescue in St. Louis, Missouri, and they said that they could adopt a dog to me, a Shih Tzu, and I thought about it, and I realized I didn't want a dog brought all the way up here from Kansas City, or not Kansas City, St. Louis. But I asked about fostering, and she said, oh, if you ever want to foster, we can set you up as a foster home up there, and you'll probably never get any dogs because there are pretty much no Shih Tzus to be rescued. So I thought, okay, well, I was still working full time, and I thought that would be just fine. At least Gracie, my Shih Tzu, would have a companion once in a while, I thought. So I went ahead and signed up to be a foster home. And since that day I signed up, really, it's been nonstop. Dogs started coming in from all over. As soon as they found out there was a foster home in Minnesota, people from the surrounding states, and as it turns out, many people in Minnesota were really wanting to surrender dogs, but had no place to turn. So it's been really nonstop ever since that day. And Gracie had a lot of wonderful foster dogs to play with. And since she passed away a few years ago, Murphy, who's right here, Murphy, say hi. People don't get to see him really too much. Say hi, look at the camera.
Oh, Murphy, and he has such beautiful colors.
And so he's had a lot of great friends too through fostering, and that's really how we started. And we were with another rescue, this particular rescue, for a number of years, a few years, I shouldn't say a number, but a few years. And then because of the number of dogs that needed to come in Minnesota, and the number of foster homes we kept adding, we in Minnesota felt we just needed to start our own rescue here and keep it local. So that's what we did.
Wow. Bravo to you guys. I mean, it takes a lot of courage to do that. You know, it's one thing letting somebody else have the headaches, right? Raising the funds and do the veterinary care and all of that. But for you guys to take that on and say, yeah, we'll take that on and figure that out. So
we had a lot of energy 15 years ago. And so we had a lot of hard workers, and it took a lot of work that first year, but we were determined.
Yes.
It's been wonderful.
Well, you're still here. That's the good news. So where do you see the rescue now? And do you have any thoughts about where it's going to go in the future?
Well, I don't think things will change much because, you know, I really feel that if you're doing something and it's working, to continue on with that, we can always add some other aspects like we're doing with this virtual reunion, if need be, with our Etsy shop, our eBay shop that you've helped put together, Cheryl. Thank you so much. And and Facebook, social media, all those things we've added throughout the years, developing our website and adding things for links on that for various things. So, but we're doing such a good job, and our rescue is so well known for having a very high level of integrity and a very high level of, if I can call it, being really picky about where our dogs end up. We have very, very few returns in our dogs coming back. We follow up, we do mentoring, we do so much with our adopters and our foster homes that it just really has kept us at a very high level, a high standard. And so I don't see that changing at all.
Yeah. You know, I, I've only had one foster dog, as you know, so far. And he was adopted, the family has adopted other dogs. And her comment to me was, I've never felt so cared about as an adopter and so impressed with the process that you have in place to make sure that the right dog and the right home come together. And so, yeah, isn't that fun when you really are living what it is that you say you want to do and people are seeing that because in the behaviors that happen. So, wow.
I remember one of my very first adopters said to me, and they had two adopted children, and they said, boy, adopting a dog from you guys is as hard as adopting a child. You really do a lot of in-depth work and checking references, doing home visits, doing a follow-up visit. And I said, well, we feel like the dogs are our children, just like
Yeah.
we want you to feel that way too.
Yeah, that is so true. So anything you want to leave our listeners with today? Any last words you want to say?
Well, I think most of them know that I'm in charge of intake for our rescue. So any dogs that come in or need to come in, I kind of look at the details of that dog. In our rescue, we do take in seniors and super seniors, hospice dogs, but we only have so many spaces available in our foster homes for that age or that a medically needy dog or a dog that might have some aggression. So, you know, sometimes we can't take in every single dog, and I'm sorry to say we can't. But there's besides that, there's the financial investment involved. Although our rescue is doing, you know, quite well financially, we've always been able to have money available to do our vetting. We haven't, you know, gone into debt, so to speak, and so we do feel very confident in that area. It's just that we're not getting a lot of dogs right now during this COVID crisis. And unfortunately, because we have a lot of people out there that really would love to have a dog right now, you know, and come home to a dog and love a dog and have that companionship. And it's not just our rescue, it's a lot of other rescues. It's every rescue, I think. But the Shih Tzu breed is known for being such a cuddly lap dog. They're there for companionship. And so it is a dog that people are seeking, you know, and it's unfortunate we just don't have many, but I think we'll have some again in the near future, and hopefully we can help more homes find great companions.
Yeah. Well, I just applaud you as president and the whole group that started this organization.
I'm not president, though.
You're not. I always think of you as president, Martha.
we have 3 board members, and we're all kind of on equal level.
All right. So there's no titles.
No titles really. And but we all work so well together that, you know, we share everything, I guess.
Yes. Well, and again, not only do you work well together, but financially you have set the stability of this organization so it can continue on. And when dogs come in, that you can serve the needs of whatever the health, the emotional health, physical health needs of that dog. And that speaks, again, that speaks volumes to the foundation you put in place. So bravo to you and the board for all of the work that you've done.
And all of our foster homes, because without fostering, obviously we wouldn't be a rescue. And the hardest thing is giving up a dog, you know, whether it's a foster dog or your own dog that passes away. That is the hardest thing, because as I looked back this week, I have fostered over 70 dogs.
Wow.
And it is, every one of them is important to me. If you could see, I have a file it's just filled with a file for every single dog I fostered, and I just can't get rid of them because I love each dog. And they take a piece of your heart when they go, but they stay with you because of our system that we have in place of keeping in touch with our adopters. And this reunion and just even doing it virtually is so important for everybody to keep in contact with each other. And we want to feel like this is a family as
Yeah.
opposed to just a rescue.
Yeah. So that is so much what I experienced. Well, thank you for giving us your time today and your words of wisdom. And Murphy just, he just loves the camera, you can tell.
He's just laying here.
Just enjoying being on camera. What can you say?
Like any Shih Tzu, he loves to just be by me.
Yes, yes, yes.
So,
All right. Thank you. Thank you, Martha.
bye, everybody.